Hey guys, it's your boy, Brad here, bringing you another awesome video! Hey guys, it's your boy, Brad here, bringing another awesome Yu-Gi-Oh! Gold Format deck profile. This time we got a deck on a pretty cool centered theme, whatever I'm trying to say. I can't speak English right now. We got a deck based on agents. So you might know agents if you play more modern Yu-Gi-Oh! They're a powerful archetype. I don't know when they started getting their good support, but I don't know. They got a powerful archetype in later formats, and they became one of the better decks. I think they're one of the top decks in the later format. I don't really remember, to be honest, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So what a lot of people don't know is agents were actually introduced in what I think Ancient Sanctuary, right? So they're an OG archetype, actually, believe it or not. And they weren't the best. You know, you got cards like Agent of Creation, which was still used to get your Mystic Shine Balls, which could be pretty powerful. But the problem with this is that if you draw any Mystic Shine Balls, then you're fucked, right? That's kind of the problem with that. Like, it's cool. Yeah, I can get three Shine Balls in the field off one guy. But like, if I just draw these and can't draw him, or just draw these and him, right? And then yeah, and it's pretty high chance of drawing any of them. And you don't want to draw any of them. Is the thing. They all want to be in your deck because I believe he can only summon them from he can summon from hand too. But the whole point is you only want them to be in deck. You don't really want to draw them, right? So that's kind of the biggest problem with the deck. And then like, yeah. So but anyways, we're not going about the problem with that card. We're going to be talking about our agents here, guys. So we got the deck is centered around this card right here, the Agent of Judgment, Saturn. So this card's kind of sick. So this card right here, when your life points are higher than your opponent's life points, it lets you inflict damage equal to the difference between you and your opponent's life points if you have Sanctuary in the Sky on the field, alright? And the biggest problem with this guy is that he's a tribute monster. That's his biggest issue. If he just had that effect, he'd be insane. Unfortunately, he doesn't, but that effect is still pretty crazy. So we're trying to facilitate that effect with cards like Double Gilosaurus in our Brain Con here to making it a bit easier to bring him out, and as well as the Big Shield Garna, which also works with the burning my opponent's life points, right? So you want to get your opponent's life points down and keep yours up as much as possible. So that's why we also got the Solemn Wishes in here for every time you draw to get more life points per card that you draw. And then Secret Burial is just a guaranteed way to get rid of life points, obviously. BrainCon kind of works against that, but it can come in handy. And it's only 800, so like, and we're also like using cards like Kuriboh here to stop my opponent from hitting me so it can take less damage. And yes, Threatening Roar and that is technically better, but I like to run Kuriboh more myself because Kuriboh is almost always live. The only card I believe that does negate it, if it even does, is Divine Wrath, and I don't know if Divine Wrath can stop hand traps or not. I don't think it can. So never mind. I don't think anything can stop Kuriboh in this format. Yeah, nothing can stop Kuriboh in this format, I believe. I might be wrong, but yeah, right. So that's why I'm running the Kuriboh though. And then because all the agents are light, we also are running BLS, and that's one of the reasons we have Kuriboh in there too. It's just an easy way to get darks into the graveyard, and you can just bring BLS out of nowhere, right? And again, because they're all lights, we're also running 2 Soul of Purity and Light. You guys have so many friggin' lights, especially that are going to the graveyard. And these things right here are always going to be going to the graveyard. I can almost guarantee that. So this card is going to be live all the time, which is awesome. Right? And yeah, so like the idea of this deck here, guys, is that you're trying to deal damage to your opponent while keeping yours up. And also while also putting pressure on with your agents, right? And right, so we are running the 3 good agents. There's one more who's garbage in this format. I don't remember what he does, but he's pretty much worthless. So there's this guy right here who could be insane, but it's just too situational to run it more than one. So this card, he gains attack between the difference between you and your opponent's life points if yours is higher than theirs. You might be thinking, oh, that's crazy, right? And yeah, that is insane. But like the problem is this card is only good because it has 0 attacks to your defense, and it's only good if you fucking have it's only good if you have higher life points than your opponent, for example. Otherwise, he's just dead. He does nothing, right? And that's the problem. Where this guy, yeah, his effect is insane, and yeah, it only works, like I said, if you have higher attack points, life points rather than your opponent, for example, right? But the difference is he's 2400. That's nothing to laugh at. He's 2400 and he's a light, so he's got his purposes. This guy, I don't know. could be crazy. We're only running Run of It because like it's very situational if this is ever gonna happen. Plus, you had to have Sanctuary in the sky and on the field for this effect to even like work. So like it's like yeah, that's why I'm only running one of this guy. And then you might be thinking, well, why are you running the Agent of Creation Venus? Well, because he's a fairy, which synergizes with this card, oddly enough, and also deals more damage quickly as well. And also goes in with the agent theme. Now, you could probably make a deck just around this card here, without any of the other agents, but you know what? Since we're playing Sanctuary of the Sky, you might as well use the cards that benefit away from it, right? And technically, this card does too as well. So, you know, it's not the best field card in the world, but it does its job. So anyways, guys, let's do the card by card here. Now you know the idea of the deck. So we got the Big Show Gardener, as we said before. This card actually works extremely well with the deck. The only reason I'm only running one of it because I couldn't fit more than one in here. I would prefer to run 3 of this and maybe get rid of the Swollen Purity and Light. I'm not sure, to be honest. You'd have to test it a bit more than I have to really see. I've only tested it a couple of times, and I do think this card, I don't know. I think every card in here has its purpose, but I feel like this would be pretty good at 3 because it could be used for tribute fodder for him. And it also does the decrease your opponent's life points, even if it was slowly, because hardly anything's going to get over this. Only like Grandmaster Sasuke and Zaborg and Mystic Swords in level 3 are going to be getting over this, for example, right? And we got the one BLS, as I said before. Like I always say, if you can run BLS, do it. The Karibo kind of makes it worthwhile. It wasn't for Karibo, I probably wouldn't run BLS, to be honest. But yeah, because Karibo just makes it so easy to get darks into the grave, that's why we run it. And we also got a breaker as well. Like our light count is pretty low, but you know what? It's worth a shot. The one DD Warrior Lady, obviously, in the breaker, like I said. The 2 Gillosaurus here, these are to help get him out even faster. They do have the downside of the second effect, which can suck, but like, I don't know. It's worth a try, right? I don't know. I'm doing it because you just want to get this card so badly, right? It doesn't synergize with anything else in the deck, which is kind of the problem, right? But like, at the same time, it is a free special summon. So like it also helps you deal more damage technically, right? So I don't know. I think it's good, but I don't know. It's up to you. I like it in here. The 2 Karibo, as I said before, just protect your life points as much as possible. The 2 Soul of Purity and Light, you know, just works. You got so many lights, run them. The 2 Agent of Creation Venus, 1600 light that also searches out your Mystic Shine Balls. This guy right here, Agent of Force, Mars. If he ever does come. The effect does come into play, awesome, right? Could be potentially insane. Then this guy, like I said, the main win condition, the tribe, because you need it. And then the 3 Mystic Shine Ball to search off him. Also works with Ancient Sanctuary once again. The Brain Con, obviously, the Delinquent Duel. And you might be thinking, why do you run Delinquent Duel if you're trying to, you know, this card? Because it works against Secret Barrel, also works against your agent cards. Well, you know what? It's just too good to not use, let's be honest. The one Giant Trunade, because you're just trying to kill your opponent, just get things out of the way. Charity, obviously, Heavy Storm, Pot, MST, Prima, Snatch Steel, and then our ratio for the field spells is 2 Terraforming and 3 Sanctuary in the Sky. We want to have these as often as possible because of this card, and like I said, works with the other fairies as well. So we're running 2 Terraforming, not running 3. That way we don't break on it as often. Yeah. I think you can probably cut this down to 1 Terraforming, to be honest, because 3 of these and 1 Terraforming usually guarantees you almost always have it, but like, I want to be sure you almost always have it with this deck because you really need it for this card right here. Because if this ever will win you the game, awesome, right? Then for your traps, pretty simple. Mirror Force, Ring, 3 Secret Barrel, obviously. Like I said, deal damage. And then 2 Solemn Wishes to increase your life points over your opponents, so that way your agents can do their thing. And then for the side, we got the 2 Cypher Soldiers, since we are dealing damage. The Kaiku, the Zaborg, because we don't have a lot of removal. Zaborg is good for getting rid of removal. The 2 Cold Wave. If you're ever in a situation where you're going first, your opponent doesn't have anything, you got this guy. All your Shine Balls are in Graveyard. Awesome. You know, that's 3. Bring out 3 Shine Balls. That's 1500, 16, 31 right off the bat, right? And they can't do nothing, say, if you activate Cold Wave, so it can be pretty powerful. The 2 Luminous Spark. Because most of your agents are at least, you know, well, like, again, it kind of, like, this guy's 1600, so he'll go up to 21 with Luminous Spark. Mystic Shine Ball will also go up to 1000, for example, right? So just, if you need to go full aggro, or if cards your opponent you're using are just annoying you and you can't get over them, you got your Luminous Spark for that. I think it's pretty good because you're running a Terraforming, so you can get rid of a Sanctuary in the Sky if need be, or whatever, right? If you just want to go a little bit more aggro, that's what we got that there for. The 2 Mindcom, the 2 Mystic Walk. We're running 1 Scapegoat on the side just to see how it works to help stall the deck. Now you could say it's better than Crevo. It's just I don't like that like cards like piercing cards like Panda. Like Panda in particular really craps on this card. That's why I don't main it. Also, the fact that what's it, Tribe can just get rid of them all, for example, right? All your tokens. So that's why I'm running it in the side more so. Maybe you can go in the main deck. I don't really know. And then we got the 2 Dust Tornado there from you just need to get things out of the way and just finish the game off. So that's the deck there, guys. Let me know what you think down below. I think it's a pretty good deck for Agents for what it is, and it's fun to run. Yeah, so if you like it, leave a comment down below and be sure to like the video. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Brud, signing out.